We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw to get us started. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Deron Bland has it. And he takes this one back for the pick six. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. His return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hurry.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Eckler on second. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Daniels throwing on third. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now. A toss now to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Daniels on first down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Couple yards there on second down, and now a long ways to go on third.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Daniels. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They are looking at fourth down, however.
79 Broncos.
They'll send him over right. Fourth down, here's Daniels. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So now it's going to be third and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden got some options here on fourth down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Fourth down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Commanders in need of some points before the break. Second and 6 coming up here.
Get it.
Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! 26! 26!
Prescott opening with a pass. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Dak to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Yeah, there we go. I take 26.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's taken in by Lamb. They get 38 out of the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn has got it. And the Commanders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Ready.
Daniels back to throw. That's complete to Zach Ertz. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Mustang 19. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Yeah, very. Hey, 47. 26.
One final shot before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a lead on the final play of the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Brody near the 10. And the defense all over the fake. They stopped that one well short of the goal line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Then we'll go on to 53. There we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
26.
From the 39. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Throw on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Prescott, first and 10. This finds Cooks, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, Prescott. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job, but you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Hey, two.
First down, here's Dak. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. There to
Big gain downfield. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with two scores now, it's what, a two-score game? Yeah. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. They're out and set. First and 10.
Come on. Hey, Cooper 19.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Michael Parsons making that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's the handoff. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. 3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Commanders 7.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Catch is made in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Has a man, it's Ertz. Still has some space inside the 35. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Again, Daniels to the air. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. From the red zone now. And they pick him off again. And the Cowboys have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. The ones you get, you have to.
He's got it deep downfield. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
47. Hey, here we go. Wait, take.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
46.
Gotta hurry this to the line.
47. 46.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
We're going to 54. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
Dak off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Okay, break.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Escapes out to the left. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first.
On the go. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Has a hole left, room to run. The 40. At the 20. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return.
At their own 19-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Let's go now.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready? Go.
Staying with Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have 1 more play left in a game that's already decided.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
1 final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.